Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams, and on this channel we're paying off over $400,000 worth of debt. But don't you fret, more than half of that is our mortgage. Today we're working on a budget with me and a cash stuffing. So I'll go over this budget really quickly. It's today, payday is 9/26. I'm filming this on Friday, September 26th. This is the start of a budget cycle of September 26th through October 9th, which starts my monthly budget cycle for October. So we are going to have a couple of bills that are like left over from September, but they're just going to go into the October budget cycle. I know I don't like it. I've played around with doing it like that this year. I think I'm going to change how things look next year, but it's going to be okay. So here we have it. We're expecting an earned income between my husband and my husband's paycheck to be $3,850. We have $203 in cash that's being rolled over, and we have inside our income account, we have $1,505. So we have $5,558 to play with this time around. I've said this in videos before, and I will say it again. I do have two checking accounts. I have one that I call the income account and one that I call a checking account. I used to be a month ahead, but then circumstances a couple summers ago made it so that we could no longer be a month ahead. So we just have a little bit of leftover money in between paychecks, which is fine. That's how I prefer it. And so when we were a month ahead, all of our paychecks would go into our income account. And at the end of the month, I would move the money over to our what I call our expense account, which is where all the checking or all the bills come out of. So that system works for us, and quite honestly, I don't think I would have it any other way. And now that I've done it this way for a couple of years, I really enjoy it. I didn't put the dates in here. I'm feeling a little lazy today, and that's okay. But during this budget cycle, here's what we have. We have our tithes to our church for $108, my student loan for $175, Spotify for $15. That's the end of the September bills. Then we have our mortgage for $19.50, Piedmont, which is our natural gas, at $60, Focus Internet at $100, Peacock subscription at $12, Compassion International at $65, H2Go, which is our water and sewer, at $200, and T-Mobile at $200, which puts us at, all of this equals to $2,885, which means we have $2,673 left over to play with. Here's our variable expenses, or our cash envelopes. And so we have $600 for groceries. That's for 2 weeks. For school, we're rolling over $11 and putting in $30, and so we have $41. For scouts, we're rolling over $150, adding $20, so we're going to have $170. Haircuts, we're rolling over $20, adding $20, so we're going to have $4. Cars and gas gets $200, and my dog Sadie gets $11, which puts us at $1,062. So we have $1,611 left to play with. Here are our sinking funds, or other kind of like longish termed savings goals that we have. So we have our HOA for $40, pest control for $40, extra heat for $5. I am currently on a budget billing plan for Piedmont, natural gas. I'm not exactly sure how it is working. The winter has not happened yet, so I have a feeling that our bill, like, we might owe a little extra at the end of our budget billing cycle thing, whatever that works. I don't know exactly how the program works. I thought I did, and when I read all the paperwork or read all of the stuff online, I thought I understood it. I don't think I understand it anymore. My husband gets $21. $20 of that dollars is his spending money for the 2 weeks, and then $1 that goes into his savings envelope. I get $1 into my savings envelope. Annual fees, car care, clothing, Charlotte FC all get $5. I put, for celebrations, I put $300. We don't have anything to celebrate, but Halloween is coming up, and I want to buy some money or some candy for the trick-or-treaters. And also, I'll probably need to add a little bit of that to our scouting envelope, because I paid the dues for our council for both boys, and then I paid the BSA dues, like the national dues, for one boy, and the other boy's national dues are due in January. So I might need to add a little bit of money into our scouting envelope for that. Plus we might be going camping with the scouts in a couple of weekends, which is going to cost us some money there too. And then the emergency fund envelope is getting $5. So all that adds up to $431, which leaves us $1,180 to continue to play with. Then we do Christmas and Play and Pay. Christmas we put $53 in, and Play and Pay is for Mini Mondays and my Play and Pay binder, and that's $350 in between the two of those. So all that together is $403, which means that we have a leftover in our income account of $777, which is perfect. Whew. Okay, all of that to say, that's our budget. That's how I'm looking at our money this month, pay cycle. You know what I'm saying. It's Friday evening. And now let's go ahead and do right here. We have a lot of them because of the Play and Pay binders. I have $1,216. I really am just going to need you to trust me on that. I don't feel like counting out all these ones. I have 91 ones right here. And I know that the bank did it correctly because it took her a long time. And I saw her use the counting machine. So, and they're all out of order, or I can't stand that. I should have looked at it before. Hold, please. Okay. Sorry, I can't stand it when the money doesn't face the same way. So there's $91. Here's the rest of it. I'm going to put those dollars to the side. These fives are brand new and super crispy. Look at that. That's going to make counting those. I don't want to count it. So it's just going to make things fun. Here is all of our tens. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. I should have looked at the money before. All right. Here's our 20s. Right. Oh, she did that wrong. Okay, so let's get started. Our first one is groceries, and groceries is going to get $600, and it's going to get it split into 2 weeks. The bank did not have 50s today, so she gave me $100 instead, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. So each week then is going to have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. And I put a clip on next week's money, and here's this week's money. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Or 3, I guess. Alrighty, school is going to get 30, and I did it kind of funny, so I'm glad I looked at my thing. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Adding it in here with my 11, and I now have 41. Okay. Scouts is getting 20. So it now has 170, 120, 40, 60, and 70. Haircuts is getting 20. So we now have $40. And little puppy Sadie Mae is getting 11. Which means she now has 10, 20, 31, 2, and 3. All right, that is it for this binder. let's put that aside right here. Let's do this one next. All right, HOA is getting 40. So I should now have $300 in here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. I believe our dues are due in October, our quarterly dues, so I'll have to empty that out a little bit. All right. Here's pest control. It's getting 40. We should be at 210, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 210. Car care is getting 5. I believe we should be at 65. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. We're almost at $100 for car care. That's awesome. Clothing is the envelope I'm using to save up for Jonas Brothers merchandise. We've used a lot of it because we ordered custom shirts, which were almost done, but then they messed up on them, so I have to wait for them some more. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Charlotte Football Club is something we're saving for every year. My husband and I go to the first game of the season, and so we're saving up for those tickets. They go on major sale right around Christmas. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and $80. All right, that's it for this binder. Okay. Whoops. Me, I get a good old dollar. And you know me, I like my dollars to be B's, so let's see if we can find a B real quick. Here it is. Pretty janky one. All right, we're gonna color in part of the shoe. Each shoe equals $2. Let's see where we're at. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and $38. I'm saving up for, I think, a treadmill. We'll see what happens. Here is my husband. He gets $1, but he also gets $20 to spend. I'm only putting $1 into the envelope. I'm gonna put this 20 to the side so he can put it in his own wallet. This lucky man now has $25. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Annual fees is getting $5. Annual fees counts things like Costco or what are some other annual fees we have? We pay for Google storage, we pay for identity theft. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Okay, extra heat is getting 5. If we don't end up needing the extra heat money when the time comes, I think what I'm gonna do is put this in the emergency fund. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, or I might take myself off of the budget billing and just like keep building that up for the winter months. Okay, payday. All right, emergency fund is getting 5, so we should, in cash, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In the bank, I think we have $900. This says $12.83. It's wrong. I need to fix it. And that's it for this binder. So the last thing we need to take care of, like cash-wise, is our Christmas, which we use the 52-week envelope challenge. And even though this is a September paycheck, it's actually an October like paycheck thing. I tried to use a different color for each paycheck for each month. I didn't really start that process until right around here. But anyway, today we're doing 30 and 23. We are starting to get really close to finishing, and I am so excited. We think we figured out what we're going to do for the kids for their big gift this year. Their big gift last year was a one kid got a VR, the other kid got like a basketball hoop game thing that we have to house in our garage, and then they also got a week at zoo camp, which was a blast. This year, I think what we're gonna do, I think we're just gonna do one big gift and then another trip, because the trips were fun. If we can swing it, we'll see. But yeah, okay. Now the rest of the money should be $350 for Play and Pay and Mini Mondays. So let's do Mini Mondays first, because that one's easy. It's only $60. Each week gets 1.5, and they get, oh no, I was wrong. Each week gets, no, I am right. Oh, I can't even think. And then we get $25 for each week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. All right. So we'll put a little rubber band on those so we can get started on that. All right. Excuse me. I'll put them in my Mini Monday bag with all of my challenges. I got a big thick stack of challenges I wanna do. Everybody keeps making some really great ones, so I just keep downloading them. All right, the rest should be Play and Pay money, and all of this should turn out even if we did all of the stuff correctly. Perfect. Those 5s are going to be super fun. All right, and we'll put those in our Play and Pay little bag where I've got all the challenges waiting. And that, my friends, is it. Look, we are out of money. We did it prep. We did it right. I'm so happy. Whew, okay, well, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you'll join me for Thursday, which is a Play and Pay video, our first one for the month of October. And I hope you have a lovely day. I will see you then. Bye.